Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Amanda, also known as Mermaid Hair Donut Care, like donut. And I am so excited for today's video. This is my first ever collab. I am so excited. I reached out to DW from Dub's Beauty Diary or Diaries. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. But that's her on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm gonna tag her below. Don't you worry. We decided to do a palette bingo that I am so stoked for. Two palettes that I really love, the Oden's Eye Solmon 2 palette and the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. So I haven't picked any of my shades yet. I'm so excited though. And then we're also going to do kind of like a question and answer, get to know me, I guess, kind of thing. So I'm super excited. If that sounds interesting to you, I would love for you to keep watching. And then I'm going to go pick my numbers for the palettes. I don't have anything else other than my phone that I use. So I'm going to go pick them, write them down. I won't cheat. I don't look. I will swatch them with you guys. Come right back. All right, I got my shades. I am excited to see what we get. I'm also a little nervous because there's a lot of possibilities between the two of these palettes. But on the bright side, it is Easter today that I'm filming, and I don't actually have anywhere to go. So I'm hoping for something interesting also. So first we picked from the Solmon 2 palette. I picked number 4, which is actually one of my favorite shades in the whole palette. It's called Deep Space. It's so pretty. Then we got number 8, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, which is Starry Sky. Okay, starting out strong with two really pretty shimmers. That's like a really pretty, almost like toppery shade. And then number 15, which is a shade Black Hole. Straight up black. Okay, so starting off somewhat interesting. Then from the Ice Cream Dream palette, let me wipe off my fingers. Okay, from the Ice Cream Dream palette, this is where it could get somewhat interesting because there's obviously so many options here. We have number 24. So this would be 25. So 24 is Rainbow Sherbet, which is actually a shade that I really like as well. We got lots of shimmers here going on. Shade number 1, which is the shade Chocolate. This is definitely turning out to be super interesting. And then shade number 22, which if that was 24, oh, okay. Honey Lavender. It's so funny because that's actually a shade that I've used multiple times with this palette. So this is my color story. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I have purple and black and like a bricky red color as my mattes, and then I have a pink, a lighter pink, and a blue with like a you can't really tell on camera, but it has a purpley shift to it as my shimmers. I'm glad that we got 3 and 3 though. I like when I get 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go prime my eyes and come right back. All right, I'm back and I primed with my Urban Decay primer potion that I was gifted. I think I have an idea about what I'm gonna do. Also, I pretty much figured out that no matter what I do, it's gonna match my shirt because you can't really see my shirt, but it's purple and it matches this purple, the honey lavender color. I can't speak apparently. You know, it matches it almost perfectly. So either way, I wasn't like I said, I wasn't planning on really going anywhere else today. Just gonna hang out, relax. Um, so we're just kind of rolling with it. But I do think I have an idea of how to make this work. We shall see though. I'm gonna start with that honey lavender color, and I'm just using. It's actually a beauty creation, beauty bay. I've been mixing up my brand names, my everything recently. Beauty Creations, I don't even know if they still make this brush. Um, but it's just like a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to literally fluff that into my entire crease. And we're gonna go for it. So my thoughts are something kind of like smoky on top with the purple and the black. And then I'm going to figure out my placement of shimmers kind of as I go. I forgot I have questions to ask and answer as well. So, question number one is, what is the first memory you have of loving makeup? Guys, I literally had to print this out because I don't have any other like devices. Like I don't have a tablet or like a laptop that I could use in here. Like I have a laptop, but it's like in my living room, and my desk in my little area here would definitely not be big enough for all of my things plus a laptop. I just feel like that's big, bulky, and excessive. So I printed it out literally. So my first memory of loving makeup was that my parents let me play with makeup. Like I never really like I was never really told that I couldn't. Like they wouldn't let me wear it to school or anything like that. But I remember being like about 8 years old and being at my friend's house. Um, and I had like a little bit of makeup on, and we had like they had like play makeup, and I was like doing their makeup, and their mom, who was like good friends with my parents as well as one of the teachers at like the preschool that I went to, she was like impressed that she told my parents that I did a good job and that it looked good. And I just remember being so proud of myself, and I loved it. And another one around the same age, maybe a little older. I remember my aunt like telling my parents that I shouldn't be wearing like makeup at the age I was at, and they were like, they stood up for me. They were like, but she's good at it and she likes it and it's like not hurting anybody. So my parents were always really cool with it, and I definitely fell in love with it at like a very early age. I mean, granted, these days I feel like kids are doing their makeup like even younger than I was. So was it really that early of an age? Not not really compared to now, but for me, I feel like I remember always loving it as a kid. And I always had like play makeup too, like growing up, always. So I am taking a P. Louise 113 brush. I love this brush for my outer corner and like more precise like in my crease. And I'm taking Black Hole. Oh, that is gonna be so pigmented. And I'm just gonna plop that in my outer corner and a little tiny bit like in my crease. Question number two is, do I have any makeup goals? So I have people that ask me to do their makeup all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how to do other people's makeup. I feel like that's a skill that like definitely needs to be taught to people. I am all this I've just learned everything on my own for myself, and I do what works for me. So like learning other people's like face shapes and like skin tones, that's not really something that I'm super interested in doing because I don't have the confidence in doing makeup on other people. So that is not really anything I've ever been working towards. I feel like my makeup goals honestly would to be my first and only goal currently is to reach 150 subscribers on YouTube within my first year. And my first year is coming up very shortly, like within, I'm filming this on Easter. It's coming up in like 4 days. So like April 4th was the first thing I posted in 2023. So like I was trying to get there within the year to 150, and I'm so close. I'm only 8 people away. So I don't think I'll get there exactly, but I'm still proud of myself for getting close. I would love to receive PR and potentially like monetize like YouTube, or like be able to do reviews. Like at the moment, I know I bought a couple things recently from like ColourPop, and what else did I buy recently? I bought something else recently that I knew I probably shouldn't have. My brain's not working. Oh, the Ensley Rain Groovy Garden palette. Probably shouldn't have bought either of those because I really, really, really can't afford to. So it's very hard for me to put out like review videos of new products when I can't afford to buy the new products. So I feel like my goal is honestly, I would love to either somehow monetize or at least get PR so that I can put out reviews without having to go broke, because I was doing that to myself a little while back, and I had to absolutely stop that because it was actually Betty Jean, aka Batty Bean, that said, I don't remember word for word what she said, but she basically said, like, don't go broke for makeup. Like, it's not worth it. And that stuck with me. But then at the same time, I'm like, but how do I stay relevant in this industry when I'm not putting out reviews of the most recent makeup products? All right, I just went ahead and blended that a little bit. Okay, number 3, if you had to pick a favorite drugstore brand, what would it be? I would have to say it would have to be either NYX or Elf. I feel like they're kind of right at the same like playing field, like level for me. But I feel like maybe NYX like has one leg up on Elf for me. Maybe, I don't know. I like them both a lot. And then prestige brand. Um, that's hard because I don't really buy prestige brands because I can't afford to. I would have to say though, I've really been liking Fenty since I've tried the Eavesdrop Stick foundation. I always liked Fenty products for the most part, but I feel like that product just like impressed me. I really like it and I still use it. Um, so I would have to go with Fenty, I guess. And then indie brand. This is where it's hard. Also, I'm taking the shade Deep Space and I'm going to tap that in kind of just the center of my lid. Um, I would have to say for indie, I don't think I could pick like a favorite. I can do like a top 5, because a top 5 I can literally pick out so fast. It would be Blend Bunny, Glamlite, Oden's Eye. Oh my gosh, I had them in my brain before. Love Unearthly, but I can't really afford them, and I also can't afford like pre-orders. Nomad, and I guess Unearthly, so that would be the 5. Love. Also, small business, indie brand, Elli Beauty, amazing, and the owner, amazing. Nikki is great. I absolutely love her products. I have so many of them. It's actually ridiculous. Okay, that blue looks so pretty. I'm so excited. Okay, number 4. What is your favorite palette currently? Ooh, that is so hard. I would have to say, as like, I feel like not boring, but I use it all the time now because it's my like pan that palette, or project pan, whatever you want to call it, but definitely the Blend Bunny Blends palette. I use it so often. Yes, I'm trying to pan it, but like at the same time, I've like absolutely completely fallen in love with it, and like trying to pan it makes me so happy. So I would definitely have to say that one's my current favorite. Are there There's like so many other palettes though that I could be like, yeah, definitely a favorite. Um, the Solmon 2 palette, to be specific, I absolutely love this palette as well. Um, there's so many. There's so many really good ones. And the Oden's Eye Merry Christmas palette. Love that one also. Okay, so anyway, that's hard. Um, is there a palette that you didn't pick up that you still think about? Yes. I will always think about the palettes that I didn't buy that I wanted. Currently, right now, there are 3 that I can think of specifically, and it's because they are currently on pre-order and I cannot afford to buy them, which makes me so mad, but I do still think about them. It's the Cosmic Beauty Cosmic Brushes. I'm not sure what they're going by currently, but the Winter Wonderland palette is currently on pre-order, and then the Simply Posh Citrus Punch and the Aurora Lights, they're both on pre-order currently, and I still am a little sad that I missed out on those and that I just can't do it right now. I just can't swing it, but they're so pretty, all of them. Does my lighting look really dark right now, or is that just me? I feel like it looks weird, so sorry about that if it does. My lighting is kind of based all one certain way instead of in the middle. So maybe that's that. Oops. I moved over a little bit. I hope that helps. Anyway, I'm going to take the shade Rainbow Sherbet, however you want to say it, from the Ice Cream Dream palette. And I'm going to put that in my like innermost lid. That is so pretty because those two kind of like mix in to get like a purple. That could not have worked out any better. I didn't plan that. I was just like, what's a brighter color to put on the inner part of my lid? And then the Rainbow Sherbet was the answer there. That is so pretty. Okay. If you could create a collab palette with the brand of your choosing, what would it look like? I would have to say, as much as I would want to say like a rainbow palette, I feel like rainbow palettes are so like not unique anymore. Like everyone does a rainbow palette. Like as much as I love rainbow, I feel like I would have to go with like blue, green, and purple with maybe I would not to throw like brand names out there, but I would have to say like I love the layout of like Blend Bunny palettes. So like blue, green, purple with like the like ombre vibe where it's like the lightest mid-tone, darkest, and a shimmer of blue, green, and purple would probably be like my dream palette, to be completely honest. But then I want to feel like I want to add like a pop of something else in there. But I can't think of, because those 3 colors are just like my ultimate favorite colors. But as far as eyeshadows go, like I love like orange eyeshadow, and I don't like red, but I like wearing red eyeshadow. For some reason I feel like it looks good on me, and like pink eyeshadow. So that's why I'm saying it's very hard because I would love to do rainbow. So that doesn't really answer the question, but for this purpose, I'll just say blue, green, and purple because that's good. That's the easy answer. Because I really don't know. It's so difficult. What is your favorite type of eyeshadow formula? Like, for example, matte, metallic, shimmer, satin, duochrome. I would have to say duochrome. Duochrome or multichrome, one of those. I absolutely love them. They literally make me so happy. Anything that's like super shifty and like shifts in like an unexpected way is like mind-blowingly amazing and gorgeous, and I absolutely love 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 it. And I've never met a duochrome that I don't like if it shifts into something like I'm like, oh my god, like I love it. It could be colors that I don't even really like, And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is the coolest thing ever. Okay, so that, I feel like that's gonna be mostly the lid. I do have this like toppery shade that I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with, except for maybe put it in the inner corner, but I feel like that's not actually gonna like lighten anything up because it's just kind of like a toppery color. I might try to put the purple in the inner corner and then put that on top of it, just as a little extra. Okay, what I am gonna do though next is put this chocolate shade, this like brick reddish color. Now we're gonna try something. It may work out to be a disastrous muddy mess, but we're gonna try it. And I'm gonna take an angle brush. This is from Lux B Aesthetix. I'm gonna take the shade chocolate and I'm gonna put it on my lower lash line. I'm gonna try something out here. Probably should have gone a little lighter handed on that, but it's okay. We're just trying things here, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's why, so I was doing like palette bingos like in the morning before work. And then I was like, if this doesn't work out for me, like what am I gonna, like I don't have time in the morning to like take it off and start over. And I did go to work a couple times with looks that I was just like, I'm not happy with how my makeup looks today. And then I didn't have like the greatest day. So I feel like that's why I haven't done them like in the morning before work anymore. Because I'm like, I'm not so sure about it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Honey Lavender, the purple, and I'm gonna try and blend out this shade. But first, we're gonna go with question number 8. And what is a palette in your collection that you were that pleasantly surprised you? Um, I have to say, a palette that pleasantly surprised me was the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 4 palette. I feel like there was so much like not controversy, but like actually, I guess kind of controversy because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I got it in a Smalls box, so I didn't like pay full price, like $125 for it. I probably never would have bought it for myself at that point. Um, but I was so excited to get it in my Snarls box. But then a couple people were saying how they didn't like the whole middle row, like the formula, which I understand, like it is totally a different formula than a lot of people are used to using. But the duochromes in this palette were just so good that I was like, I don't care about the middle row. And I wound up liking the middle row. Um, I like the like chromey flakes kind of textures in the middle row. So I was super happy with that palette and I was just pleasantly surprised because I really was not sure because it's hard sometimes listening to some people um in both aspects of whether they really like something or whether they really don't like something, because if someone tells you that they really like something and then you get it, you're trusting that person's opinion on something they really liked, but like they could have really liked it because of something that you don't like. So when you get it and you don't like it, now you're like, well, now I don't trust this person and now I don't like this product that I spent my money on. So it's like it's really hard. But I like those flaky formulas. So, and I do have a few people that I trust when it comes to their opinion on certain things. So when I got it, I was like, I think I'm gonna like this. And I tried the duochromes and they were just so amazing that I was like, I don't even care if I don't like the middle row of uh I didn't use the water activated ones though. I just used the duochromy, not duochromy, the flake. Yeah, the duochrome, like the flakes. First of all, yeah, I feel like my eyes look so dark. I think I'm just losing my mind. But I think that blended out actually into like something really pretty. I was not expecting that. So I'm okay with it. I'm not mad whatsoever. But now I just have that toppery shade. I'm gonna try and just stick the toppery shade into my inner corner and see what happens, but I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot because I feel like it's more of a topper than an actual, like, I mean, it just kind of added some sparkle. I'm not mad about it. And it's just like a light pink with almost like a goldy, like, shift. I'm not mad. Okay. Do you have any palettes in your collection that disappointed you? So, if you've watched anything on TikTok that I've done recently, I bought the ColourPop Twilight palette, which I stopped myself from buying originally, and then it came back, and people had hyped it up like so much that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. It is pretty, like the color story is pretty, was unsure. And then I tried it, and like a couple of the shades are like more of like a pressed glitter like formula, which I was not happy about that. And then because I didn't realize that. I don't know if maybe I didn't hear anyone say that or I don't know. But I was not really happy with the fact that those were like kind of pressed glitters. And then all the mattes were great though. A couple of the shimmers didn't really work the best for me, so I was kind of disappointed about that too. Um yeah, so I don't know. I think in overall I wound up being like okay with the palette because I did a couple looks and then like it redeemed itself because the mattes are actually really nice in the palette. I enjoyed the mattes. Um, it's like the shimmers that I didn't love, which is so disappointing because like the shimmers are what I was excited about for the most part. Um, so yeah, I just overall I was disappointed more in myself that I fell victim to the hype and I should have just had my willpower and like stuck with it because I didn't buy it and then something got me and I bought it. Um, all right, I'm gonna come back with the lashes, liner, all that stuff done, um, lip, and then we're going to answer the last question and close this on up. All right, guys, here is the final look. I am kind of obsessed. I feel like I would absolutely wear this out. No questions asked. This is not even like super crazy for me. This is something that I would absolutely love to wear. It's giving nomad New Zealand stargazing vibes. Like it has that like blue, pink, purple like vibe to it. And I love the way it came out. My last question to answer is what is a brand that you've been wanting to try? There's so many. I have literally a whole list in my notes on my phone. But the one that's popping out in my brain right now because they've released a couple things recently is Adept Cosmetics. I have not tried anything from Adept. On the top of my list would have been Ensley Rain, but I just got the Groovy Garden palette. So, and I love it. So, I plan on trying a couple more brands from my list this year. I'm hoping by the end of 2024 I can try at least one or two more brands. Um, here's to hoping. But that is it for my questions, and this is the look that I came up with. I'm obsessed. I am so excited. Don't forget to go check out DW's look from Dub's Beauty Diaries. We should be posting them on the same day. When that is, I am not 100% sure, but you will know as soon as you see this. So go check her out as well. And I want to say thank you to her for agreeing to do this with me. Like I said, this is my first ever collab, and I'm so excited to see her look and hear her answers to these questions. And I would love to do this again because this was so much fun. I already love doing palette bingos and I loved answering these questions. I think that's super fun. And I think I want to do like a get to know me better for my like 1 year of like being on YouTube. I think I want to do like I did a get to know me as my first video, and I did a look that was like a butterfly look. And I think I want to try to recreate that look, but better. And also do like a get to know me, like kind of like all over again. Because I obviously had 0 followers at that point, or subscribers. And I have close to 150 now. I have like 140 something. So I would love to do that again. So I think I'm going to do that. It probably will be up after the actual 1 year date from like my first YouTube video. So, but keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to like get better about, I have not filmed much at all this month. This month has been very strange for me. I had some health things going on, and then I was just super busy, no time to do this. So I'm glad that I got a chance to film this um, today. I may also film something else tomorrow. So I'm trying to fit more things in, trying to get a little bit more on back on track here. And I would really love for you to follow along, subscribe, like this video. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see from me. Let me know if you like this look. Do you have either of these two palettes? These are two of my favorites from my collection. But yeah, I would love to know all those things. So follow along. I am Mermaid Hair Donut Care on here, on Instagram, on TikTok as well. And yeah, just stay tuned. I have so much makeup that there is always going to be more. Bye.